Today I'm going to be showing you how I prep chicken. And today I'm in the full attire of Miss Ronald McDonald. And also I want you to take note, I have all the primary colors: blue, red, and yellow. Okay. Alright, so for prepping chicken, here it is: raw, boneless, skinless chicken breast. And you still have to cut off the fat, even though it's still boneless and skinless. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I have scissors here, and I also have 2 large freezer bags that I'm going to put the chicken in, and later I'll put the marinade in. Alright, so let's start. I'll show you how I do one of the breast. So here's the chicken breast. Yum. Alright, so you're going to cut the fat off. So all this white stuff, you don't want that on there. I actually just cut off this whole thing here. Just makes it easier. Plop it in the trash. Kind of sucks because you're paying for that, but you don't want to pay for it by eating all that extra fat. So here we are, cutting the fat off the edges. And you can cook the chicken breast as a whole breast, or you can cut it up into pieces. I like to cut it up into pieces just because, I don't know, it seems like it cooks more evenly that way, and also because I often put my chicken breast in salad and stuff, so it's already nice if it's all nice and cut up. Alright, so now I'm going to chop it up into small pieces, and like I said, you could just put the whole breast in if you'd like, or do it this way. And you can see there's a little more fat there on the end, so as soon as I get down there I will cut that. So, and you can also use a knife too, and a plastic cutting board. I used to do that, but I found the scissors, and I find that I like using them a lot better. It's a lot easier to me. Alright, so we're going to get this last little bit of fat off here. Throw that in the trash, and then what I will do is stick all these little pieces in the bag, and I will do this with each breast, and at the end I will show you how to make the marinade. Alright, so all the chicken is cut up, fat's off of it. Here it is in these 2 bags. So now I'm going to prep the marinade. And as you can see, poor little Quackers is back here. He's kind of scared for his life because his brothers and sisters are in freezer bags right now. Alright, okay. I used to be vegetarian. Not anymore. Okay, so ingredients for the marinade. This is very simple, not hard at all. So we have chicken broth here. I have the lower sodium kind. Soy sauce, lower sodium kind also. Then we have my spices. You of course can have any spices that you want, whatever suits your taste. I have, these are all Mrs. Dash here. We have the onion and herb, garlic and herb, and the Southwest one. And we also have some sage. And as you can see, the sage, I bought it in bulk, so you kind of have to like stick your hand in, or stick, well, measuring spoon, right, in there. But I did a nice little ghetto version here. Took an old thing of Mrs. Dash, stuck the sage in there. Perfect! Okay, so let's start off with the chicken broth. And I'm going to pour it in here. And a little bit more. Since we have 2 bags here, we'll do about 2 cups of this chicken broth. Alright, nice and mucus colory. Very appetizing. Alright, now for the soy sauce. I like the way soy sauce smells. Alright, so that's probably about 1/4 cup or so. And now for the spices. I don't measure any of the spices out, I just pour them in there. So you can put however much you want in here. I like a lot. Also, I used to always put pressed garlic in there. You can do that also. And I'll even put spices on top after the marinade. Once it's in the pan, we'll put spices on top. Alright, so put some of the sage in here. Shake, shake, shake. Go, go, go. Sage goes well with meats, I think. Okay. And some of this for a little extra kick. Alright. So mix this up. See, very simple. Oh, try not to splash it everywhere like I just did. Oh, and again. I'm not doing a very good job here. Okay. Alright, so once this is mixed up, I'll probably put some more spice in there, but for now, just rest that fork there, and then we're going to put it here in these bags. So if you want, I guess you could look and divide it. So we're about 2 cups, so a cup in each bag. So there we go. This one will have more spice. It's all on the bottom. Okay. Alright, put one up in there. And I'll throw just a little bit more spice in there. Just for flavor. Alright, so now that that's in there, I'm going to close these bags up. Oh, lots of stuff. Okay. So close them up, get the air out of there. And then just mix that chicken around so all those spices get evenly distributed. And here you have it. You just put this in the fridge for 4 to 5 hours, and then we're going to bake it up. Alright, so the chicken has been marinating for about 8 hours now, and I have the oven preheated here, and I'm going to show you a little trick to make the cleanup a little bit easier. So, I take some aluminum foil, stick it on the pan here, put it down. This just makes so all the chicken and stuff like that doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, and then you end up having to clean it up, which sucks. I don't like cleanup. I just like making messes. Okay. So here's our chicken. It has more. Still in the baggies. You'll see how simple this is. Just flop it over there. Chicken. Okay. And then I will put a few more small quackers. Saying goodbye. Smells delish, nutrish. Okay, so there we go. I'll grab the spices out real quick, and I'll probably put just some sage and Mrs. Dash. And I usually, let me open these before I get my hands all dirty. Okay, so I usually spread it out so it's a little more even, so it'll all evenly cook. And also, if you want, you can stick a meat thermometer in your chicken before you stick it in the oven. And for poultry, it should be around 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually, I'll get out my meat thermometer and show you as soon as I'm finished doing this. Alright, so chicken's all laid out. Put this on top. See, just remember this is chicken broth, soy sauce, and spices. Very simple, easy, and I think delicious. And this is great, you know, cooking all this chicken in bulk. You can have it all week. Alright, meat thermometer, where are you? Alright, so here is the meat thermometer. And actually you want it at 165 for poultry. But I'm just going to stick it in there for about 30 to 35 minutes. And then I will take it out. Alright, so let's see if I can do this with one hand.
Oh.
Oh, the meat thermometer is now in the... Ooh. Okay. Alright. And another one in there. Set timer, and it's on 350 degrees. You can always adjust for your preference. You can put it on 325, 375. Obviously 375 would you'd leave it in for a shorter amount of time, and 325 for a longer amount of time. Alright, and that's it. Alright, so the chicken has been in here 30 minutes, and it is done. I just checked the meat thermometer. It is adequate. And I want everyone to check out my beautiful oven mitt. I accidentally, when you have an electric stove, you don't always know which burner is on if you have one here. Okay, so you can check this out. Oh, it's heavy. Good. This thing is hard to use. So here is the chicken all done and delicious. Oh, that's going down fast. All right, all done.